we might see some new things here today.
We're not going to get to see it this game, though. Lulu is the final ban from Determined Gaming, so some pressure on West Rice with 2 top laners banned out. He's got his eye on something here. Now, we know Richie Rich is a big Renekton player as well. He's the R&R champions there for the top lane.
Well, he's got Richie Rich in his name, 2 Rs.
Yeah.
You got to go with those 2 R champions.
If one of them falls out of the meta, he'll find another one.
Yeah.
Rabbidan's Death Cat might be an item he likes.
He's not Darien.
No, I suppose. Well, no, that was Zonia's, I thought. Was it Zonia's Shyvana?
I've been seeing all these comics online.
Yeah, he buys whatever he wants.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He doesn't care.
Nope. But no jungler bans whatsoever, and it's going to be West Rice first picking there for his team. Broken Shard's going to get Elise.
You can't ban Broken Shard out, so they didn't even try to do that.
Yep.
They start targeting towards Prawley, going to have him fall back on something else besides the champions we've seen from him so far. He's had great performances on those. So we're going to have an Elise jungle here for Broken Shard and throw it over to the 1-2 spots of Cognitive. But what does he really have left now?
Well, the weird thing is, like, I feel like a lot is still left, especially because I feel like all the mid lane bans by Cognitive were one-sided bans.
Yeah.
And kind of the same way here for Determined as well. And Cognitive just say, you know what, nothing's been touched in the bottom lane. What we want most of everything is Caitlyn Thresh.
And then they lock those 2 in for themselves. Caitlyn Thresh, high priority on that lane, picking it immediately. Kha'Zix is still on the table, so nobody wants to show their cards or their mid laner right now so that they can get counterpicked. But he's still extremely strong. LeBlanc is out there.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of play of her recently. You wouldn't think she'd be one of those OP champions, but bam, there she is.
Well, she's just, I feel like she's favored in a lot of ways. Like, because she's really adaptable too, right?
That's
you
true.
can max Q and be like, I'm going to kill you in lane, screw it, or you can go for the max distortion. Get like an Athene's if you really want it to wave clear if it's a bad matchup, and so she's adaptable, which I like.
We saw ManCloud do that previously. And
Yeah.
the fact that Mimic doesn't use the level of the spell anymore,
No.
it's just got a static thing for each ability, depending on the rank that it is,
Yeah.
is fantastic. Gives a lot of versatility to that champion. And there's the Renekton. Throw it up to West Rice, which might leave Richie with Mundo and just some standard things there. So
See what else he goes for here. Yeah, Renekton's always like the tall top laner where it's like, he's probably going to do really well in lane, and then you try to hope to outscale him. Thinking of everything else that Richie Rich really even plays, like, nothing that he plays that often anymore. Riven and Renekton, again, being his top 2. Jax, we considered Renekton actually the counter to Jax back in the...
It was like Worlds.
Yeah, in Worlds, exactly.
Where Shen was being seen all over the place. Saw him a little bit in Europe, in the jungle from Diamond Procs. And then we saw him up top once, too. Not to huge success.
No.
Globals, they just haven't made their way back into the game.
Nah, we'll see, though. Pantheon, I guess, we have seen somewhat
That's
of.
true. That's a new one that's emerging, the Grand Skyfall.
And I like it.
Yeah, he's really, really good at ganking people. Mid lane, just bam, right on top of people.
Yeah.
Saw it multiple times all throughout the LCS right now. They were hovering over Malzahar. I was like,
I wanted to see it.
Is Cog going to do it? Are they going to bring it? And whoa, Shen, hey!
All right.
Okay, so, you know when I said the globals? Let's just rewind it a little bit.
Yeah, just kidding. Globals are back, guys.
Globals are back.
Globals are back.
Didn't say what I said previously.
Shen versus Renekton top lane, and a few teams, especially NALCS teams, I think, actually have been picking it up. So Kevin's been big on it for Millennium.
That's right.
Benny's been playing it from XDG. A couple of teams are starting to pick up the champion, and it seems like Richie Rich. I feel like any top laner hasn't forgotten Shen. So, like, even if you haven't played in solo queue,
that's true.
You probably still got the champion.
He's pretty safe.
Yep.
This will give him a lot of map pressure. He doesn't have to bring teleport like a Mundo does. So
you could.
You could do it. You could stand United somebody, then teleport back up to the lane. Just be like,
Yep.
I didn't miss any CS.
Yeah.
But we got Dragon. So I don't know what you're doing here, Renekton. He's twiddling his thumbs trying to push the turret.
I mean, former MYM Sharu was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring teleport Twisted Fate. Not even a big deal. I've actually seen him make plays because he had both spells up. Actually, he teleported to a team fight and then caught a runner with Destiny. It was actually pretty sweet.
What?
It was last one of the LCS. There was a play in one of the first few weeks.
Oh.
One of the few games that team won.
The mid lane teleports are always really interesting to me. Like when Peke brought the Kassadin teleport. He's like, I'm just gonna play passive and then
counter
blow
everybody.
Into exactly. Blow into these fights. Yep. Huge burst.
Pretty scary.
Boom, LeBlanc.
All right, so LeBlanc is going to come through as an actual blind pick mid laner here, unless it's mid Lee Sin, which I doubt. Sivir going to go through for Robert Lee as well, and that to me is interesting because I personally hate playing Sivir against Caitlyn because you've got a 150 range disparity.
Yeah.
But we'll see if you can make it work.
Yeah, she can absorb her traps and stop her from putting the Yordle snap traps down.
Yeah.
Basically get mana back over and over and over again, so she can constantly throw out her boomerang blades. But so the matchup that's left here is the mid laner for Zamfira. He's been playing a lot of different things. I think he's been trying to throw off his scent. He's got some Teemo in there.
Yeah. Well, the weird thing is a lot of his big champions that I want to see, like AP Cog, AP Malzahar, I feel like would have a really rough time fighting LeBlanc.
Yeah, Kog'Maw against LeBlanc, no. That's just a nightmare for
Dodge all the ultis, silence you just cry a little bit, and then blow up and do nothing. So, hover
That's
on Kale.
Yeah. That's a really good pick here.
Kale I like.
Yeah, you can stop the burst, use Divine Intervention preemptively before you end up having the Sigil of Silence blown up on you.
True.
And absorb all of that damage, and it's on a low enough cooldown that Mimic, I think, actually gets really close. So every time that Mimic's up, Kale will be able to Divine Intervention. It's very close.
It'll be close, yeah. Well, I know
max rank.
Kale's going to start with a 20 CDR item. He's going to rush Nashor's Tooth.
Yep.
Probably likely to go for Deathfire Grasp
So
more
he'll
so
have
than
the
Athene's.
CDRs?
10% from DFG.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know the
That's
numbers
pretty much all
in the
she
back of my
gets in terms of CDR as well.
head. Blue buff. Eh. I mean, for what it's worth, I guess. But we are here at the end of champs, like West Rice. Still holding on a teleport. I want to see if that stays. Because I feel like... Actually, I like teleport Renekton. He's fighting a Shen.
Yeah, exactly. So he can get down and follow him.
Yeah.
So he's not going to fall prey to what we were saying before, where he's just going to sit there and be like, I'm coming, guys, running all the way to Dragon. I'm coming. I'm going to get there eventually. Just don't die first.
Across the map with Boots 1. I feel like that's less effective.
That happens so often in solo queue. It's just like, he teleported down here. I'm coming, you guys. Just don't fight. Just, I'm coming.
Show up late to a dragon. It's already dead. It's
gone.
actually respawned by the time you get down there. It's happened to me before.
I'm a bad enough player that usually that does happen.
Yeah.
In the
I
top
get distracted.
Lane,
Fighting minions. Gotta farm.
pushing minions.
Yes. Pulling the Riv commentary there. It's great. So, coming into this one, right, Determined, I gotta say, do come in as a favorite. I think they were the... I want to say, I don't want to say objectively, but like at least the subjectively stronger team coming into like the spring promo tournament, right? Got sort of last picked by the LCS incumbents, and they certainly have put up good performances so far here as well.
And back when they were napkins in disguise, they still put up great scores in other tournaments off on the side, and Cognitive was usually lower on the ladder. Like when the three teams that emerged, the NIP, the TWZ, and the Cognitive, were the three ones that were going to face off against the relegated teams.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it. I thought it was going to be Complexity, possibly Quantic, and things like that.
True.
But then there were internal problems and all of that. But Cog really stepped up their game and took some Titans down in that one.
Yeah, they've done a good job of kind of buffing themselves up here. We'll see how these teams can fare now. Right now, the battle line is just drawn as usual. So for these guys, just making sure that they see that the river is still flowing.
They've got the line of scrimmage here, and they don't have a TP on West Rice. He took Ghost.
Offsides from Broken Shard.
Oh, you got to restart it.
5 yards
That's
lost. Football season's over, and I've now started the football jokes. Don't worry, it's the North American Challenger scene. I can say football and not have people yell at me.
Yeah, let's just hope that one of the teams isn't the Broncos.
Uh-oh.
Then you don't really have an exciting game on your hands.
I mean, points are still fun.
Yeah, well, if you get just put up 8 on the board, right?
Yeah.
As long as it's not a complete shutout. But yeah, West Rice took Ghost. He switched it at the last minute to
He's
maybe,
fighting people.
you know what? We were talking about running to Dragon. That's what he's going to do. He's going to do it on foot with Ghost. He doesn't care about the TP. He's going to run straight there.
That does not seem like the right idea. Minions have spawned. Here we go. Let's see where these guys go. They're just sitting at the lines. Looks like Broken Shard is going to start as a blue buff. Top side start as well here for Admiral Ziploc.
And no sweeper lenses on the field.
Yeah.
So usually when you see a really offensive jungler like Elise, you'll take the sweeper lens, but Broken Shard is actually going to lend some vision to his team. They're taking this game very seriously and paying each other respects here.
Yeah.
Nobody's underestimating anybody else.
To consider it, like both junglers are very, very strong early game as well. I expect to see them get an early start. Actually, already Harass coming down on the bottom lane. Zane King, nothing here. Dropped pretty well. And by the way, I just got to point out, most servers I see in pro play start with Ricochet. It just contributes more damage overall to a fight.
Yes.
But when you learn it at level 1, you get the bounces in there. It's painful.
Yeah, it's also less mana intensive than using the Boomerang Blade constantly, and you'll get more damage out of it. And you'll push the wave. Fast push. It's big right now.
5-5 in minions so far. Level 2 likely to come in first for a Determined. See if that means much. Both junglers have now finished a buff and 1 camp so far. So we're about 40 seconds away from them showing up in lanes if they wanted to.
Yeah, we were speaking of fast push. Immediately Zamfir pushing that straight to the turret of Prawley. You know, no CS disparities just yet, but West Rice is out ahead of Shen with the aggressive Doran's Blade.
It's true, yeah. A lot of bully potential there available. Broken Shard now level 3, finishing his buff at about 3 minutes. Similar stuff here for Admiral Ziploc, level 3. So the next thing for me to track is going to be where these junglers go, because right now the bottom lane is pushing in for Determined. and Cognitive's jungler is nearby.
Yeah, and Broken Shard is making his way towards that river bush area. Probably does have chain available, and he's going in.
Root already lands Flash Cocoon into Zamfira. Do they have the damage? Flashing away. First blood picked up 361 gold. Wow, that started quickly.
Because it was before the 4-minute mark, it's worth less gold, but they still push him out of lane. They'll get a CS advantage here, and Broken Shard, he's going to get experience too from clearing this out. He's going to also put kind of like a marker on Ziploc and say, all right, you're mid. I know you're not going to be anywhere else. All my other lanes can shove and push.
And that they are already. Broken Shard still harassing under the turret. That takes a bit of damage. I'm surprised to see probably not backing yet. He doesn't cash in his first blood gold, so actually Zamfira's going to be back in lane with an extra Doran's Ring and a ward now that he doesn't have flash.
Yeah. They know he doesn't have flash though, so Broken Shard can make a repeat visit, and it's harassing Admiral. Here he comes over the wall.
Ooh, dodges away from the cocoon and the root right there, so it's going to be a safe Admiral for now. No demotion for you, Ziploc.
Admiral's like, I can break these chains. You can't break those chains.
No, you need a QSS or cleanse, and you didn't bring either, buddy. So check yourself.
It's early game. He might go for a late game just to break the chain, just to prove he can do it.
Just to prove. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Or I guess Zane King can't pick up. Oh, close there.
Broken Shard.
That was a good dodge.
Wow.
He did not get reckoned with. West Rice and Richie Rich.
See what you did there.
Yep. I got my ability names. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
We're good to go.
I reckon you did.
Yeah. There you go.
Became really American.
We're making it happen.
It is the NALCS or
I reckon you did. Oh dear.
All right.
This is gonna degrade very rapidly, guys.
Yeah, it is. Especially since, like, you've been telling those bad jokes.
Oh, do you want more? I feel like it's too early in the game for more.
It's too early in the game for more, but
okay.
I gave them to you.
That's true. I told you you get
realized.
Oh no, Zamfira.
He's going for it.
Stun. The pain. It's coming. Broken Shard. The damages. 100 health. Goodbye. Another kill picked up. 300 gold to Broken Shard. This mid lane, not too happy for Cognitive.
And I talked about it earlier where Broken Shard, he knows the flash is down. He's going to make repeat visits mid. And he's got to level up now on Ziploc so he can harass him out of lane. He's going to soak this experience while Prawley backs.
So Prawley's going to back with about 500 gold worth of kills and assists under his belt. And he rushes Sork Shoes. So Prawley's going to deal some real damage in that lane.
Yeah, and he's going to be able to close that distance and aim the chains a little better instead of reaching for them.
Sure.
And the range on's pretty tricky, especially when you source it at the same time.
See, Q, bit of damage.
You got
Pesky
the
minion in the way. It's okay, nothing here picked it up.
Yeah, got it in range for him.
Yeah.
It was a good help.
Easy shot. Caitlyn managed to snipe that one away. Minions still, though, like, it's interesting because the Determined's like trying to push, but they're running out of mana now. But that was how they were keeping themselves from getting harassed. And I feel like with Sivir not having mana, it might get tougher for the Determined bottom lane here.
Yeah, and you were talking about how the range on Sivir is 500.
Low. Yeah.
150 less than Caitlyn's. They bring the Annie to the table with the 625. So Bubba Dub will be doing zone control and harassing.
True.
While when nothing here tries to go for some CS.
The actual total range of both lanes is equal if you add the ranges together.
Oh.
Did you know?
500 plus 625. And then Thresh is 475.
Yep.
Plus 650.
There you go. The maths.
You're blowing my mind, freak.
The math, they are here. I've got them. Just wanted you guys to know about that one. Zamfira also, he's still 500 range too, right?
Oh.
Bubba
Dub's in range.
Bubba Dub, really good play. The flash force. Sheldon, they're going to try to force this one down. I don't know if they're going to get anything for it. Okay, that was a really awkward ulti then.
So Richie Rich is now in a bad position. He's going to have to make some type of trek back and walk up top. Broken Shard, he actually goes straight up top. They know that he's out of lane. It's going to be a 2v1. He's going to get some turret damage here. And Ziploc, he's not falling for this.
He's too far into the trees, man.
He's in the
trees.
trees.
The camouflage.
Came out of the trees, man. His face was just right up against that.
He made it. Tree-hugging hippie Broken Shard, making himself.
He's a spider. They make their webs there.
Yeah, exactly. It's his home environment, man. Would only be better if he was Maokai.
It's going to go down so quick. I don't think Ziploc will be in range.
Smite
he has the W.
Picked up. Ooh, Ziploc tried to smite.
Broken Shard got it
early. Yeah, Ziploc smited early. So level 6 now on Broken Shard with a red buff steal. So far it's 3 buffs to 2 on the map. Nice jump in there. Zamfira taking damage. Turret firing back though.
It's that pen, and he still comes out on top. And Broken Shard is in this area that isn't warded, and he's just going to go for his blue, possibly hand it off to Prawley here.
Yeah.
And it's back to jungle routes.
Well, here's the thing so I know with last night's game, we talked about how Xiao picked up 5 BF swords and said the sword is mightier than the pen. Well, Prawley's got a bunch of pen, and Zamfira has a sword. So I think Prawley's about to just kind of flip this one around.
Okay.
So maybe the
And he
pen
is
is
playing
lighter than the
LeBlanc
sword.
too.
Yeah.
So, and there is a sword
got
on
there.
Robert Exley.
Yep.
He has that advantage over nothing here.
It's true.
By a good
By
amount.
a scepter. Pfft.
Mhm.
What are scepters even?
It's just lane sustain, I guess. This is not going to help.
Lame.
Lame sustain?
Yes, it is. I know we picked you for a reason.
You know it was a bad joke when Freak laughs and you cringe at yourself?
That means it's a great joke. I don't know what you're talking about. This is going to go well. I'm looking forward to the rest of these games.
Oh, man.
Well, here we go. Robert Exley, Bubba Dub, chilling in the bottom lane. No GP10 by either support, rushing for the sight stones.
So Zamfira doesn't even go offensive build here. He goes straight for a Negatron cloak.
Ooh.
He's
Okay.
like, Brokenshard's going to keep coming here. I need help. And there's a 3-man gank mid on the LeBlanc.
Gigantic roam here. Admiral Ziploc looking forward. Richie Rich, can he get the early flash? That's smart by
That was
Prawley.
good.
Yeah.
Because Richie Rich had his flash available. Flash, taunt, flash. Either of them would have done that.
So, okay. Prawley
He
grabs
just
the
used
flash.
his distortion, too.
Yep. So now Prawley's got to keep track of his cooldowns. A little fade away.
When you W... Oh, nothing here.
Nothing here. Gets away from this one.
And there's nothing there.
Not anymore. That's his, actually, it's his name on live right there.
It is.
If you want to look up his most played, nothing there, the screen name.
Ziploc sees this.
That's a bit risky. Ziploc gonna go in on Bubba Dub. Ulti comes across as well. Nice fade across. Bullet Shield keeping him alive a little bit. The Flay coming through, but here comes the cavalry there, forcing the flash away from the support. Nothing here. Forced to run away. Brokenshard still chasing. 200 health on Zane King. Nice kick coming back. The flash auto from Robert Lee picks it up. 1-0. The BF sword pulling its weight on this one.
Brokenshard is so aggressive, and he's at the right place at the right time. If they stall for him, he is a menace right now. 100% kill participation in this game so far.
Very nice plays right here. Bubba Dub also looking to keep making plays. Tibbers still chilling in the river. I think he used that as a ward. Tibbers basically roleplayed as Evelyn there.
It's a 50 gold ward if you kill it.
Yeah.
So it's a little pricey. Admiral, he wants to take that.
I feel like he shouldn't
shouldn't
try.
He shouldn't.
But lost the last night
You
war.
can see it in his blind eyes.
Wow. Well, there we go. Could be Dragon going down, picked up by Brokenshard. Ziploc's going to go down 1-0. Bubba Dub trade back. 1-for-1 in this fight, and here comes Richie Rich as well. Brokenshard getting chased down. 400 health. The jumps forward. Nice repel right there. Goes the other side. Nothing here. Gets a red buff for his troubles. 2-for-1 in this fight. I got to say, not too bad for Cognitive.
So I'm glad I said the 100% kill participation then, because now he doesn't.
Nope.
Oh, it was a good roam by Richie Rich to be there, using his Stand United to get into that fight. Westrise did what we said he was going to do if he didn't bring the teleport.
Yeah.
And
Cried in top lane.
Yeah. He had the ghost, didn't even make the trek for it. So we're going to look at this again. Admiral Ziploc, he's just buying time. We have Kale coming down from the side. Prawley's going to come in after the Dragon's done on Broken Shard. They're going to blow up Bubba Dub, and he goes after Ziploc. Ziploc taken out in the back, and it's just a good zoning there. And at the end, there was a nice flash after the taunt there. And Broken Shard, he repels up to avoid the damage, but he has to come down, and nothing here picks it up.
You know what's crazy to me as well is Zamfira was silenced and then stunned while his Lee Sin teammate went down. So actually, I never even saw the intervention come out in that fight, at least not at the beginning. Ziploc couldn't be saved.
Oh. You got to save yourself. That's what they teach you when you're that high up in the rankings.
Ignore teammates, acquire invulnerability.
He's like second from the top.
Yeah. Well, see what else these guys can do with this one. Westrice dangerously alone here in the top lane. Pops the ulti. Gonna try to run away. No dash available. No, well, he's popped Ghost. I don't know if it's gonna matter too much. Trying to lifesteal back up. Still just fighting back and forth. He is a tanky man. Has most of Sunfire Cape. Ulti's still there. Picks it up. Admiral Ziploc with a kick in the back of the head. 4-3 in kills.
Showing he's deserving of that promotion. They obviously taught him self-defense. Goes straight out there. And probably with the aggression on Zamfira.
But I feel like it's much less impactful than before. Level 9 on both these guys. The trade's coming back. Probably, yeah, he maxed the distortion. He's got the wave clear, but
it's not Negatron Cloak.
Yeah, it is.
It really is paying off. He neglects all of Prawley's builds so far. Yeah, it just has penetration.
Yep.
So he's like, all right, I'm going to build a big magic resist item. And I don't even know what it's going to build into. Abyssal Scepter?
He's gonna
Banshee's Veil?
Yeah, at some point, Banshee's like super late
At some point. He'll probably hang on to it for a very long time.
It'll be like his 4th item.
Yeah. Yeah, because you want that Nashor's Tooth as soon as possible. Yeah. And then back it up with Lich Bane. And then just more AP, whatever you want.
Exactly. What we'll see as the build progresses there. Finally, probably goes back to base, picks up Home Guard boots on his Sword Shoes, as well as the makings of a very important Deathfire Grasp for him.
And so once he gets that Deathfire Grasp, it's going to really be on Zamfira's shoulders to try and counter that. The hook lands, but nobody's in the vicinity, so he's not going to take that. And they're collapsing on this red.
Well, let's see what they can do. Broken Shard goes for it, picks it up, gets taunted though. He's not in a good spot. Flay comes down, does not land the box. Ziploc shows up, but there's a frontliner Shen taking a bit of pain. Tibbers goes down on the tanks as well. Ziploc goes in for the fight. Hook lands. Who's going to take the damage now? Lantern comes into the background. The damage comes across. Nice kick there onto the team. And both teams disengaged from the fight.
And Caitlyn is much closer than Nothing Here is. I mean, sorry, Nothing Here is much closer than Robert Exley. Sorry.
Yeah.
She just used the people's names. Don't interchange them. So
I do that. It's bad.
Yeah. It's like Caitlyn and then Robert Exley. You like that? Robert Exley was much further away, but he's actually going to try to start this blue. Probably's there.
This is a bit risky.
Kale's coming too, because that's who they want to receive it.
Looks like the team's going to be there first for Cognitive. So they realize this. They rotated in time. Broken Shard was not around. And unless there's a Miracle Steal, this should... Ooh, they're going to try.
Might as well. You can
Ward
push
it.
him back over.
Oh!
Oh, he got it! Robert!
Robert X. Lee from the south making it happen.
That's how they do it there.
Apparently.
Do it fast with boomerang blades.
Yep. At this
Wow.
point. Well,
that was really
Blue
good.
F Sivir.
Man.
Alrighty,
It's your
so
fault. It's your fault.
My fault?
Yeah. Sivir, but when you say we, right? When people say riot, please, they're usually talking to Freak.
Yes. I should do everything in this game. If there's a bug, it's my fault.
So if you ever have like a bad game or you lose it because of a bug, just tweet at Freak.
Yeah, it was. I forced you to lose that game. You're welcome for all the ELO lost. I've actually rigged all these matches here as well.
So who's winning this one?
Clearly, as you can tell by the scoreboard, determined so far. I won't reveal the end.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
just
No
messed up.
spoilers. Okay,
No.
so all right. So you're at least a good guy.
Yeah,
No,
I'm a benevolent ruler. Well, here we go. West Rise, Richie Rich, level 11 versus 10. Ulti is back up for Shen right here. Probably chilling out in the mid lane as well. I want to know where... I mean, he just keeps trying. Damage is going up there.
It's kind of reversing polarity, though. Probably's taking the brunt of the trades.
Yeah,
He went
it's,
for early home guards.
he's
too.
super squishy. He does have MR glyphs, 42 MR there, taking a little bit of the punishment off, but...
And instead of getting the Fiendish Codex, he goes for the home guard boots. So
Yeah.
every time he goes back, he wants to run fast. He wants to get back to lane as soon as possible.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, oh yeah. You aren't first, you're last.
Exactly. Well, here we go. Determined, looking to make it
And
to
there's a
first.
Sivir, too.
They're going to try. Mid lane turret taking a bunch of pain. Sivir pulled aggro. Didn't really want that. Here we go. The chain lands. Looks like actually one of these guys hits chains, and it's not Zane King here. Probably forced back, though. So the push not working for the Determined the entire time. Richie Rich has been pushing top.
Yeah, they've left him by himself. He has the Standing Knight available. So West Rice, they're making a move here. Dragon is up in 30 seconds. And this is a little bit of an early prep time for it. But in the meantime, Richie's going to spend that gold so he has it when the Dragon's up for that fight. So it's not just gold burning a hole in his pocket. You want those effective combat stats.
Well,
Admiral
Ziploc, oh no! Gets the KO ult. He jumps over the wall as well. Burn Flash, but Zamfira now without the KO ult. No intervention here, but just walks away to the turret. That's going to be good enough. That'll intervene for him. Determined, though, still in the mid lane. Richie Rich still top lane, though.
Yeah, he actually didn't back. He canceled it and continued to push. He has the Sunfire, so he has that tool available to him just to push. Shen doesn't have an AoE ability by himself, so he has to rely on his items. And this is going to go over to DTG without a contest because they got Ziploc so low.
Nicely done. Determined, gonna get themselves a 4,000 gold lead. West Rice shows back up to the top lane before the turret goes down. Probably removes some wards, and Determined still looking pretty alright here. West Rice did add some more stats to himself. The Merc Tread's already done. The Sunfire Cape, we talked about that one a little bit ago. And let's see. DTG back to the split push game. And it's a little bit hard for him, I guess, to fight up against the Shen TPs.
Yeah. And he didn't bring TP to the table, so it's not as devastating.
Yeah.
He brought the Ignite, which is... He doesn't have a lot of kill potential on a Shen.
No.
So
He's just there to like kill minions and peace out.
and
They're just going to look menacing at each other.
The Ignite is going to help him if he gets a gank. Which
Yeah.
happened earlier.
Yeah, it worked.
Definitely paid off. Reduced the healing that came in from Kozumi. And DTG just going to push this turret. They have a lot of wave clear in this team. It doesn't look like it at first glance, but they have the Renekton, they have the Distortion, which is being maxed first from Crawley, and they have the Ricochet. There's an immense amount of wave clear there within this team.
Yeah, Jat made the point that Sivir is defensive wave clear.
Yes.
Like defensive anti-push because of the Ricochet, whereas hitting a turret is hard from 500 range. You're likely to get killed, as Sivers tend to do when they're in close range. So I understand. Life is difficult, but I mean, thankfully for them, COG are losing this game right now, so they're only going to be defending.
Yeah.
They've nullified their disadvantages by getting behind early game.
Wow. Are there any teams that don't do that?
Next level strategies right there.
Oh, I think you always want to be ahead. I don't think there's a team where you're like, well, we'll hand them the early game on purpose. Make them think that.
I mean, that's a CLG tactic. Right, they win a game to make their fans think they're doing well.
Push. Take our turret so that the wave is at our tier 2, and you go do other things like contest objectives. I'm going to farm here.
Yes. Have you not watched CLG for the last 4 years?
I have.
Yeah.
And I have been...
It's the exact game plan.
My heartstrings have been toyed with over and over again. I've been a fan all the way through, but man, oh man.
Man. But Monte Cristo showed up as coach and said, guys, that's only one of our strategies. Try something else.
That was brilliant today. I really like that.
Yeah. Oh, they did win their game today.
Esports. I'm glad to see Monty giving the tip of his hat to the Esports Express. Top journalism there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they leaked it. He had to.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, well, it's been revealed, so he might as well.
Oh.
They're kind of like the whistleblowers. Esports Express is the Snowden of League of Legends. They're like, actually,
so
I
know. So get nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize now?
All right. That's coming up next. $1 million.
They won't get it, but they'll get nominated for it.
Nomination will be there. Yeah. No one's going to vote for them. They'll vote for themselves, but no one's going to care.
And this blue buff just back and forth here. Shen, Richie's going to back this fight. Man, all this for a blue buff, man.
This poor Golem keeps walking back and forth, and no one really likes it enough to actually kill it. All right, Ziplock's going to try. Nope, goes the other way. Smite comes out. Broken Shark gets it again. Ziploc not doing a good day with smiting. Look at the burst.
That was the money shot
goes
right
down.
there.
Yeah, that one hurt a little bit. There we go. Broke. Robert Lee. Ooh, he spell shields out a little bit of that. He's going to be safe for here, but it's a 1-for-0. The team is ready to siege.
See, Rich, he could have used Stand United to maybe soak some of the damage, but Zamfir was too far gone. Maybe he could have soaked some, and then Divine Intervention would have come out, would have given him enough time for that. This turret's going to go down, all because of that blue buff. And man, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, that guy was so lonely. For so long. He got 2 smites, though.
Yes.
Twice beloved.
Yes.
He was smitten.
But only one team could have him, and the heart was given to Determined.
No polygamy in this game.
Nope.
Sorry. Poor Golem.
Golem is not Mormon.
Oh.
What? It's not offensive. It's still
No, it's not offensive.
Okay.
It's not offensive.
I like when I have to say it's not offensive to say it's not offensive. That's when you know you're doing a good job.
No.
It's like, I really like you,
but... It's a real thing.
It's like, Zyrene, I really like you, but you're not making enough jokes with me.
What?
You're casting well, but...
What?
No,
just get these little... Okay, fine.
My jokes are hilarious, but...
But I need to laugh more at them?
Yeah.
Is that in my contract? It is in my contract, actually, that I have to laugh at Freak's jokes.
You only get paid if you laugh at every single one of them. If you make me feel awkward up here, you're done for.
Oh, okay.
Too late.
No! All right.
See? Now we have an awkward pause. You've done it wrong.
I was about to like... Okay. So before people start saying that we're high, again, because that happens like every challenger, they're just like, yeah. Oh, Bubba Dub, the kickback!
Oh, the kickback. Bubba Dub not going to like his life too much. Flashes down, slowed. There's the net coming in. Hook does not quite land. Bubba Dub, 400 health, and down he goes. Nothing here. Kicks the little child in the face.
They put so many resources into that, they had to come out with that kill. Bubba Dub used his flash. He won't have a flash Tibbers Initiate available the next time he's up. And now, Cognitive going after, but Ziplock's caught again.
They're trying the 4v5. Determined going in hard for this fight. Let's see if they can do it. Fox comes down. The dive towards the back line. Richie Rich cutting way after the side. Flashes away from this one. He's going to be safe. West Rice and Prawley are not done. Look at the damage coming out. Admiral Ziplock gets the demotion. And Zane King going to go down as well. 2-for-0 in the lopsided engage. Working it nicely for Determined.
Back to Commodore with you, Ziplock. I'll put him above Captain a little bit.
Okay.
You know, he still deserved a little bit of a promotion.
Okay.
I can't completely retcon.
Wait, Commodore's above Captain?
I think it is. I believe it is.
I forget.
It sounds cooler than Captain.
It does sound cooler. I was always sad that Commodore...
Oh, nothing here. Oh, the chain!
1 chain, not 2 chains. That's not enough damage. You didn't do 2 chains.
It's disappointing.
Yep.
You got to have the 2 chains. That's what's going to do it for you.
Birthday song for best song ever made. It's... we'll just move on. Okay, so Baron goes down. I didn't want to pass any commentary. I'm just personally not a fan of Birthday Song. 36,000 gold.
But you said it was the best song. You can't take back what you said.
We're going to move on. Don't worry about it, guys.
All right.
Enjoy music at your own risk. Cog, Zamfiro forced back from the mid lane. Probably wearing the fashionable purple Baron buff. The rest of the team doing the same. Another Dragon to go to Determined as well. These guys are holding on to the game pretty nicely. A couple of early game falters, but by and large, the objective game has gone to Determined.
Yeah, and we've seen what Cognitive has started to do here with their composition. The Divine Intervention and the Stand United can stop Probably from 100 to 0ing somebody. We saw it there on Nothing Here, who's the squishiest member of that entire team. Out of everybody, he's going to be the one that gets blown up the quickest, and probably still couldn't do it.
Nope.
So it was a good play there, and this composition might work out for COG in the very late game, but they're going to have to hold on and try to make up for this 9K deficit.
Yeah, because in the interim, both Barrier and Standing United are now down, whereas Probably's got his ulti back.
But Divine Intervention, we'll just throw that one out there.
If he's around. I mean, last time they stunned him and he just dropped immediately.
Yeah, that's true. They focus Zamfir. Go for the person who has the invulnerability. It's like, is there a Lulu? Just go, get her.
As long as you don't overcommit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you chase too far. Singed players like this. You just keep running at them and you're
Rule
just
number
poisoned.
1.
Don't chase Singed.
Rule number 2.
Don't chase Singed.
Now you can be a member of Fight Club.
There you go.
Congratulations.
That's also rule number 2.
Oh.
It's actually a combined rule. It's like 2A, don't chase Singed. 2B, don't talk about Fight Club.
And then 3 is, if it's your first day on the league, you have to fight?
Yes.
Yes.
You have to first pick.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works.
Okay.
I don't know.
I like that.
I made it up.
I like that.
I think it works, though.
We should establish a Fight Club for League.
Okay.
The Rift Club.
You got to first... But what happens if everyone went there for the first time? Is it just a blind pick game then?
Nah, we gotta.
Because there's an inaugural game at some point.
You gotta start small. So it'll be 4 members that start, and then we
It's
just
a 2v2?
start bringing people on. No. We'll just queue into 5s. It'll be a ranked 5s team.
Oh, wow.
Or something.
The other guy won't even know about it.
You add that new guy in, right? And then he becomes inaugurated. And
But you can't tell him about it. How would he know?
See, isn't that how, like, in Fight Club, the club wouldn't get any bigger unless people talk about it. It's just so good.
So the
You
club
have to
is full
trust
of
in
rule
human nature.
breakers.
Yes, exactly. You have to trust in human nature at first. Then you beat it out of them after they join. You're just like, you're breaking rules. That's fine at first because you're spreading our name. You're being free advertisement. And afterwards,
You just kick him in the teeth for telling people about it.
and that's Project Mayhem.
Okay.
Yep,
Well,
absolutely. And DTG is bringing the Fight Club 5v5 in the mid lane.
Yep. Turret down below half HP. No one's even trying to stop him. That's going to be turret number 6 here for the tournament. 25 minutes in. Baron's already off the table. So is Dragon. And they got wards freaking everywhere.
Yeah, they can only have turret objectives in their sight right now, or people. They can pick people off. Getting these deep wards in. If we look at the map, pink wards all around the Baron area. None have been swept out. DTG has this advantage and a level advantage across multiple members here, typically just by 1.
I'm trying to... Oh, we got 2 between the 280 carries. Oop. And for the rest of it, actually it averages out. Uh-oh, nothing here.
Nothing
Taking
here.
the pain. Flash for the E. Probably gets it.
And there's nothing there anymore.
Nope.
There's
a corpse.
He just got taken right off the map there.
Off he goes. Turret now under fire. Robert Lee, watch out. You got turret aggro. Okay, he's safe.
But he's just taking it. He'll lifesteal that up off of the minions that aren't there.
Yeah, at some point he'll get it. That was actually nearly a hook that landed, though.
If he got hooked right into that Q, Ziploc probably would have kicked him back.
Likely would have gotten the kill, absolutely. But he didn't do that. Didn't happen. New minions are here. Nothing here, not alive. 5 versus 4, and the dive comes in. Vox comes down. Stun under Richie Rich. Zamfira, goodbye! Goes down. No ulti able to be used. 1 for 0. Turret goes down. Inhibitor now under fire.
No nothing here on the table either. Probably he's going for more. Go straight back. Oh, they want the inhibitor. Just zone control there by LeBlanc with the chains.
Well, as you can jump on back, I've got to say, there's been a lot of really nice moves by LeBlancs over the course of this game. And just the
LeBlancs over the course of this game. So Probably.
Yes.
So Probably's been making the moves.
And the clone, if you ever got low enough, which I'm not sure he even has.
The LeBlanc.
Yeah. I see it. Yeah, I don't know. Ziploc shows up. Nice kick back. Going to be a kill back on Richie Rich, though. Turret aggro. Just kind of going onto the tanks. Not a big deal here. Another one goes down with Admiral Ziploc. The respawns come in, but COG hasn't fought with 5 members for like the entire game here. Another turret falls, and now the inhibitor under siege.
He's going for kills.
Bub it up. Gonna burn down with the ignite, but it's still a trade back. 1 for 1 on the fight. Inhibitor now under fire.
Wow. This is going to be the second inhibitor to DTG. And Robert blocks it, and it's a surrender from COG.
He flashed a spell shield just to be flashy. They saw the surrender come out. 12-5, 27 minutes in. It's a pretty resounding victory.
Oh, yeah. No. Probably didn't die at all. No deaths on the table for him. And had an outstanding game. Controlling the mid lane. Broken Shard got him ahead. And just snowballed that game with that assassin.
Oh, yeah. You saw Kale open up with a defensive build. Never really activated the damage potential. Every fight I thought was coordinated so well because you saw... like multiple times, Zamfira not able to ult anyone. He died during CC. Yeah,
they had a lot of CC there. The cocoon coming in. Broken Shard was really on top of those skill shots. Yeah, and that's not slacking at all.
And that's what's scary about it too. Is like go down the list of like people in this game and their champion pools of scary things they can play. So we'll start on COG's side.
Okay.
He banned Lulu. He had Kale, and it was like, eh. I mean, early game deficit, but sure.
Yeah.
But like look back, so it's like okay, Broken Shard got first pick jungler, got Elise, did well. You got Vi, Lee Sin, Kha'Zix, champions he would love to play, still there in the background.
Yeah.
And you got the rest of the lineup. Like, it's hard to beat them in picks and bans. I think in general you're at the point where teams don't lose in picks and bans.
Yeah.
And you've got to get a strategic victory for Cognitive.
Yeah, you can't ban anybody out for the most part.
No.
On DTG or COG, I think they all have deep enough champion pools and versatile enough champion pools that they could always bring something to the table. But the question is, can you make something of those champions that are left up?
That's true.
Can you make it a cohesive 5v5 unit?
Yeah.
And COG, they had the workings of it. There's some pieces missing.
Yeah, I mean, think about Cognitive's 2 wins they had. Both times Richie Rich was on Riven. All 3 games they had Lulu, and those were 2 bans that stood out to me that determined are probably not going to switch when it comes to game 2 either.
Yeah, and Yasuo was Zamfira's fallback in that game 3.
Yeah.
It was available here, didn't pick it. So he didn't want Yasuo. It wasn't going to synergize with too much. It can synergize with Lee Sin's kick for some ganks, but against the LeBlanc, her cooldowns are low enough that if she throws her all in out the wall,
and especially when
she can dodge things too.
Yeah, and you think about it, right? Like LeBlancs are maxing W now, and W does not get hit by wind wall.
Yeah.
The Q and E and the mimic versions of those can be, but if you play around the wind wall and you dash to the other side of it, land the abilities afterwards, like you remove that entire option there. There's a lot of it would be a difficult matchup.
Yeah, it's a skill-based matchup, definitely.
Yeah.
So I wonder what would happen if Zamfira played Yasuo in that match, because there was a lot of lack of synergy between the Lee Sin jungle and the Kayle. It was basically like Lee Sin, oh, I got half HP bursted by LeBlanc. I need some way to get out. And that's all Kayle was really used for, was just backup in the Divine Intervention. So they needed something a little more, and they needed more presence there. And Broken Shard made huge props to him and Prawley, the synergy there, obviously showing that Prawley's a great addition to the team. And his KDA still going up because he didn't die.
Still going up.
He's got to be going crazy right now.
Yep, doing a great job.
He was sitting at 17
He's embodying
before that.
Ziggs at this point. He's going crazy, blowing people up, doing good stuff. We'll see what Cognitive can do in Game 2 if they can pull it back. Guys, we've got to take a quick break, but when you return, it's time